A new list of the best big cities to live in, but you gotta scroll. Keep on scrolling. Indy is almost at the bottom of the entire list. We start this hour with breaking news out of Marion. An investigation is underway there after two men were found dead after an apparent shooting. A woman in Tennessee says her date stole her car and drove it to meet another woman. Clutches the pearls. We begin News Point at 11 with breaking news tonight. A state trooper involved in a shooting with a suspect, and now his K-9 officer is also missing at this hour. We are having technical difficulties, but here is what we can tell you back out here in the studio about what is happening in this story. So this went down about an hour ago. Tanae. Time now 6:02. We continue to follow breaking news from the south side of Indy. A 4-year-old girl is shot inside her home. Go ahead, get those shoes. Go to the spa. Why not? All right, you may want to reconsider how often you treat yourself. And a man is in trouble for showing off his body while exercising at a gym. Well, not these two. They were not showing off their body. But we're going to tell you about that guy coming up here in a little bit. Nasser was sentenced to 60 years in federal prison. More than 100 women and girls have now accused Nasser of molesting them. There were 3 people struck by lightning and 1 was fatally hit. We have just learned within the last 15 minutes that the person thought to be dead originally has regained a pulse and consciousness.
What about an Englishman?
Ooh, you got some?
Yes, I have.
Okay, call a friend.
Right.
Tweet me.
Oh, no, we're not public on that. Jesus Christ.
Send me a DM. Slide in the DMs.
What's the DM?
Slide
Dr. Martens.
Direct messages.
Oh, those things.
Slide in my DM
Okay.
with your friend.
Right.
We can set it up.
Okay. But Scottish?
Ooh, yeah.
Ginger hair?
No. Here in Vancouver, where the devil is bringing the heat to the TV screens this winter, we're going to give you some behind the scenes look. Hey there, Dan and Fanchon. We are here with the Clinton campaign, and it is just a mix of emotions going on right now. That's because this race is so tight. Yes, it's back with us, guys. Look what just happened. Live TV is just so lovely. This is Bryce Gray. We all know him as Hakeem Lion.
That is so unfair. All those Ed Sheeran lookalikes, that's so unfair.
Oh, wait, I do like him, though.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Wait. It's the music. It's because he's a musician.
And he's a cool-looking guy.
He is.
Moon boots are back in. You will remember those.
Moon boots. Now, I just know apple-bottom jeans and boots with the fur.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all I know. Generational gap here. You got to work my window.
News Point at 11. So
We'll
if you
see
don't
you
see
then.
Tanae doing the news, it's because she hit it big.
You know, that's because I want it and I'm out of here. Well, this story's so hard to hear tonight. A mother outraged after she finds her son beaten at the hands of someone at his daycare. Now, little Jesse is in the hospital as those doctors figure out just how bad he was really hurt. I talked to Jesse's mother earlier tonight about the frightening situation. It is a story you will see only on Fox 59. Now, we do want to warn you that these pictures will just make you gasp and maybe even hard to watch.
Now it's like I gotta be a stay-at-home mom and not do the things that I want to do to advance in life, to give them the best in order to make sure they're taken care of and not neglected.
This is what Tiffany Griffin saw Monday afternoon when she walked into the Kitty Gardens daycare on 38th Street. Her son, 1-year-old Jesse, barely recognizable after someone attacked him.
I hear my son screaming from outside. Me and his dad, we hear him screaming. So someone was going there. He's in a high chair, and both his eyes busted, his lips swollen top and bottom, scratches all through his face, cuts, blood everywhere.
Tiffany admits to punching the 22-year-old daycare worker out of anger. The police report lists that worker as the suspect, but the employee told Tiffany another child assaulted Jesse.
There's no way a 2-year-old, and that baby was small, and she didn't look like she was the violent type. And her mom said she wasn't the violent type. She said,
that baby's mom?
Yeah, and that mom said that scratches her baby might do, but when she seen that picture, she started crying and said her baby wouldn't do anything like that.
We went to the Kitty Gardens to try to get some answers. No one came to the door. We did reach the owner via phone and was told no comment. Tiffany says the worker's response makes her doubt her story.
She didn't even call the owner. She didn't call the police. She didn't call the ambulance. She didn't call nobody.
As doctors try to find out if baby Jesse will have any lasting injuries, this mother is left questioning if she can ever leave her children in someone else's care again.
I can protect them, and I was trying to do what's best for my kids, like going to the doctor, take care of my health, going to school. Like I've been going to school 2 years and I just got him in daycare. And just when I called myself getting stuff on track.
That is just so heartbreaking tonight. Now, we did check the online database and found that the Kitty Garden is a licensed daycare. Police are investigating, but so far no charges or an arrest. The owner just called me about 30 minutes ago to say that worker who was watching the children at the time of the incident has been released. He was given 3 months to live. Now, a man in a fight for his life is also fighting to stay in his home. The property management took Mervyn Haley to court for failure to pay his rent. Now he's facing eviction as soon as this Sunday. Fox 59 is taking action and getting results on this heartbreaking battle.
In the middle of his living room in a hospice bed, Mervyn Haley is giving it all he has in what doctors say could be his final days after being diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer.
He right now can't eat, drink very little, can't walk, talk. There's no way he can possibly leave this home. And that was his last wish, is also to be home for his dying place.
Over the past couple of months, Mervyn had trouble paying his rent. His family reached out to property management at Center Grove Estates to make a partial payment with what they had.
They're still saying that he's $500 and something behind. Well, then come 1st January, when I would pay the rent and they wouldn't accept it, they said they couldn't accept a partial payment. They had to have the full amount.
Fox 59 went to talk to the office manager. We were told the matter was confidential. The case is now in the Johnson County Civil Court, so we pulled the public records that show Mervyn owes $569. With late fees and January's rent, the total is now $1,500. During a court date earlier this week, the judge ruled Mervyn has to be off the property by Sunday at 6 p.m.
This is the letter that I wrote the judge.
The letter detailed Mervyn's condition and asked for more time to come up with the money. We were there when the leasing manager called her back.
So you cannot, by no means, with him being in the shape he is in, make any payment arrangements or anything with me like you did with him and Trina.
Somebody can come in and try to make a payment arrangement, and I can talk to corporate about it, but I can't accept any partial payment.
Denise says this was the first time she was given an option to sign up for a payment arrangement, a small sign of hope as she watches her loved one struggle to survive.
You know it's got to be hard on him worrying anyway about his life, and then now worrying about this on top of it.
17-year-old James Franklin Jr. is back on the court in full force, driving to the basket as the Cathedral Irish get ready for their season opener. But just a month ago, this was James in the hospital, connected to tubes after having a part of his brain removed.
They like, how are you living to this day? They didn't expect me to be here, to be honest with you.
James is a walking basketball-playing miracle. He had a stroke shortly after birth that left scar tissue on his brain that caused seizures, meaning mom and dad always had to be right there watching him. James had a seizure on the court last December as his dad looked on.
And I ran down the bleachers and got him before he fell. And I was just say, man, Riley it is. It's even no questions, no more. It's where we're going.
The family finally decided to head to Riley Hospital for Children. That's where they met Dr. Jody Smith and Dr. Kelly Kramer.
We wanted to find that area of the brain that was causing the seizures and, if possible, take it out.
Tests showed removing the part of the brain with seizure activity shouldn't affect his motor skills. James's biggest concern was being able to play basketball after surgery.
Literally cut out the area of the seizure focus and left that out and left the motor cortex, the important part of the brain, and literally resected that entire area, which was not an insignificant area. It was quite a large area of brain.
And a month later, a 17-year-old has his life back. James hasn't had a single seizure since the surgery.
I'm thankful for that and feel like I'm at the point where I don't have to worry about anything, and so do my parents, and it's a happy life right now.